The Arizona Humane Society is making history as the first animal welfare organization in the country to offer telemedicine services for pets. The program follows a recent state law that allows for such online relationships. And to learn more, we welcome Dr. Melissa Thompson. She's the Arizona Humane Society's Vice President of Animal Welfare and Medical Services. And we also have a couple little rambunctious folks here. Who we got here?
Okay, we have Milo and Maple.
Okay, this Milo's the one that's crawling all over me, right?
Yes, and this is Maple over here.
All right, we're talking telemedicine. We just earlier this week we talked about telemedicine for Medicare and how that's in jeopardy here. Telemedicine for pets, though, a going thing. It's good. It's going on, huh?
Yes. This is something that we're really excited about. About 2 years ago, we worked to get the bill passed, 1053, and what that allows us to do. So there's something called a veterinary patient-client relationship, and so it's important for a veterinarian to actually, in the statute, the way it was written, the veterinarians would have to actually physically see the animal. And so what this law did was say, hey, we can actually do some things remotely, and we don't have to have our hands on the animal. So it allows us to establish that with a new patient electronically. So these are video calls. So people make an appointment, we have a video call, and we take care of the pets.
I was going to say, okay, so it's specifically for companion animals, correct? Okay.
Yes.
Emergency, obviously, no go. This has to be like routine kind of. So describe the. Let's say Milo is my pet, and right now Milo is acting like it. She is my pet.
She's very comfortable.
Okay, if she's my pet, and I'm a little worried about her. What do I do?
Yeah, absolutely. So you go online to arizonahumane.org/vetcare. You can make an appointment. And so what we have 20-minute appointments with the pets and the people. Again, it's via computer, so we have videos. And so some of our common issues that we care for would be like if the kitty had a cold, right? You have a cat that has a runny nose, he's sneezing, coughing. That's pretty common. We see a lot of dogs with skin issues. Allergies are a big problem here in our valley. And so being able to do that from the comfort of your own home, you have cats at home, right?
Yes.
How fun is it to put them in the carrier to take them to the vet?
Oh, it's a real scream.
Right? Exactly.
Yes.
Literally.
Yes.
Between trying to actually catch them in the house, right? Put them in the carrier, and then we're listening to them the whole time in the car. So they're stressed. We as owners are stressed. This allows us to be able to get an eye on them while they're at home and make an assessment and come up with a diagnosis.
And follow-up appointments, obviously. If let's say you think, I'd like to get some blood work done on Milo. Take that, then you would go into the vet, but
Correct.
At least you'd have that first step taken care of.
Exactly. And there may be times, just like you said, there are emergencies. There are definitely some situations where an online call is not going to handle the situation, right? And so our vet would say, hey, this is a little bit beyond the scope of this visit, and recommend the pet to be seen, whether it's an emergency hospital or a regular veterinarian.
The impact on just animal welfare in Arizona. I know we've talked about it in the past. There's a crisis of animal welfare in certain ways. Does this help that?
Absolutely. You know, some of the biggest reasons why people have to surrender their pet is either cost of the pet or access to veterinary care. And oftentimes we think access means cost, but access can actually mean your clinic is booked out 8 to 12 weeks. Or one of my favorite examples is somebody has a St. Bernard and they have a 2-seater car. It might be difficult to get that pet into a vehicle, or the kitty cat into the vehicle to get them there. Or we have an elderly patient or an elderly human who can't drive. And so we still want to be able to provide care.
And providing care in the easiest way possible means fewer animals in shelters,
Absolutely.
I would imagine.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What are you seeing as far as the shelter is concerned right now? How are things going?
We have, this has been an astronomical year for us.
Really?
Yes. So we're hovering at about 24,000 animals have come into our doors this year at our shelter.
As far as the pricing, the cost of something like this, more, less, same? How does that work?
It's about the same as what you would see if you went into the veterinary clinic. So you are getting that one-on-one interaction with a doctor, and what you'll find is that from there aware if there are medications that need to be prescribed, they actually will be called into a pharmacy near your house, or there are some online pet pharmacies, so that will be delivered to you.
So you're the first animal welfare agency with this kind of service, but I would imagine some vet clinics out there have had this before?
So what makes us unique is that, yes, you could, in private practice, if you had been seeing a veterinarian, say, hey, doc, my pet's a little under the weather, and the doc would say, yeah, why don't we try this, try that?
Yes.
But that relationship has already been established. What makes this unique is that I may have never seen you or your pet as a client,
right,
but I can do that now via phone, via the electronic means, where most states you cannot do that. This is unique to Arizona and a couple of other states.
And we should mention this is statewide, correct?
Correct.
Yes. All right. Where do you learn more about from everything from making an appointment to whether or not your little furry friend would even qualify for something like this?
So you definitely go to our website, www.azhumane.org/vetcare.
All right. So this is Milo and Maple. You got Maple.
Yes.
I got Milo. Are these cats available?
You betcha.
Oh,
so these guys they're 11 weeks old. They came from a family.
Are they sisters?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Yes, they are litter mates. There were 4 in the litter. These 2 were a little bit smaller. They needed to go into our foster care. So they need to gain some more weight, but they are spayed and ready to find their forever homes.
They are absolutely gorgeous little girls. I mean, these are gorgeous. And that cat with nice fur now. Holy smokes, watch out later on.
Right.
I learned that lesson the hard way.
Better start brushing now, getting her used to it.
Yes, we should.
Yes.
Well, again, Melissa, thank you so much. Congratulations on this, and I hope that people take advantage of it, and I hope it's a good thing for people and their pets.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.